Hello. We are going to go to Haukke Manor. Haukke Manor? Haukke Manor? Haukke Manor? I've heard many different pronunciations of it. I think I default to saying Haukke Manor. Wow, how scary. The heck? Wow, Halloween soon. Oh my goodness, look at all this. Actually, there is an event. A Halloween event. Where they have a haunted mansion. Haukke Manor? Haukke Manor? Haukke Manor? Anyway. Okay. This guy's head. Anyway. Welcome to the Haukke Manor. Haukke Manor. Got my tank stands and we're going. Okay, so we start up here at the front door, okay? We're right here. There, you can go up here, but this sealed barrier is not gonna let you go by, so you have to have a thingy to open it. Over here, there's nothing really, so don't go. So we take a left. You go left. Okay. And now here, something to note is this door. We're gonna see it later if you mess up. Well, not that if you mess up, just like eventually you'll see it again. So we go from the front and then we're gonna make a hang left and then make another left. Okay. Try to keep things oriented. Okay. This group of ads, we'll take care of that second. You want to take another left into this first room because there's a key in there that we need. And now for this group, I'm going to make sure I always have the manor servant as who I'm focusing on. Okay, that's important here. I use my AoE move. And here. When she casts Dark Mist, she does this really big AoE thing. And, you know, if my friends are standing in it, they're gonna get hit, and I'm definitely gonna get hit. And so what I'm going to do is stun her when she does this Dark Mist, or when I see this large AoE. I'm gonna use my low blow here. Okay. There, see? I stunned her. And so that canceled out the really big AoE. That's why I had her targeted at the beginning, to make sure that I could hit that stun. And that's gonna happen a few times in this fight. If you don't manage to hit the stun in time, it's fine, you just run out of the AoE. But it kind of helps save some time and allows everyone else to continue doing their jobs and stuff. Okay, here's another manor servant, so I make sure to grab her first. And then I target everyone else with my AoE. And again, I can see here, I got this. Okay, low blow. I stun her. There we go. And then take care of everyone else with the AoE one. Over here we have our duty information. This is where we're at, Haukke Manor. Haukke Manor. Okay, how much time we have, and tiny keys. We'll be collecting keys. I picked up the key back there in that first room. I don't know if you saw it. Do I need to go back to show that? Did I say it? Okay, the tiny key is right back here. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yes. Back up here. Let's move it along. Let's move it along. Okay. So we'll be collecting some keys throughout the dungeon to unlock the doors and the different things. And here, look, it says find the green key. So we'll be on our way to go do that. Okay, I see another maid servant. Manor maid servant. Make sure I'm targeting that one, and then I grab all these other ones. Okay. Got a little poison there. Okay, Dark Mist. I'm gonna stun. And then it's gonna go away. So we're good. There's a room back here. If you took a left. There's nothing really in there, but you can go explore. There's no harm in that. But this room has a locked door here. From that first key that we picked up, we're going to use that to unlock this door. To reiterate the way my map is. So we started like, let's say the front door is over here. We went down, picked up a key, went out, took care of this ads here, went over here, and went into this room. And now we are facing this locked door. Okay. Let's move on. So just beyond the door is another manor maidservant, and okay, I prepare myself, make sure I got my low blow there, just in case she does one of her big AoEs. We do good damage. Okay, so we pick up another key, because yeah, I used my key already. This room here, this locked door, in there is a treasure, and it gives you fine wax, which you can use for crafting stuff. Some people will run this to specifically get that. So if you want to use a key for that, you can. But some people will just pass it because they don't want it. Okay, so here, make sure that you are dodging the AoEs, and then whenever you see an eye like this, you want to look away from it. And then I got another manor maidservant, so I make sure to grab that one. Okay, because I had a target, I used stun, and then I didn't have to do anything else with that. Dodge AoE. There are some ads up here, but there's nothing really over there. There might be a treasure chest. I haven't been there in a long time. But typically most people will skip the ads over here. Because once we're done with this group, we're gonna take this purple room, which if you ever see a purple line, that means it's gonna be a little boss fight. Okay, and also there's a door right here. Kind of saw it a little bit behind my thing. There's a locked door back there. We can't open it with our tiny key. We have to grab a different thing from this boss. The green key, actually. Okay. So for this boss, I go north and I turn the boss around so everyone is facing the back of the boss. And this, okay, Void Fire 2. It's going to do an AoE targeting a party member, or just kind of far away. So for those, okay, if it has this kind of red thing around it, you can interrupt that. And so the move that I have that interrupts it is Interject. As a little bit slow. Did I get it? Oh yeah, I interrupted it. Okay, nice. I'm actually still learning how to use those properly, so let's see it one more time. So the cast will go off and it's flashing red, okay, and I also see the AoE over there. I hit Interject and then I interrupted it. There we go. So that means I canceled that move of hers. Okay. Additionally, this manor, Claviger, is going to do a really big AoE like the other ones we've seen, and so I save my low blow for that. Okay, another Void Fire. Unfortunately, my interrupt is not up anymore. I still have to wait some seconds, so I wasn't able to use that. So people had just run out of it. Okay, we saw this before. Dark Mist, so I throw my stun out. So then I can still stand in here. The Lancer runs out to be safe, which is good. But yeah. Okay, so Void Fire. I used Interject again, interrupted that, so we didn't have to deal with it. This is the LB. The Lancer just used the blue AoE is our move. It's a friendly damage move. The Lancer uses that one. Oh, actually the Thermaturge uses it. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, here we go. Limit Breaker. And then this big move is the one. You can see here. It's the limit break thing. So the Thermaturge uses our big party attack. Alright. So that will do a lot more damage. Sometimes people will save the limit break so we get like 2 bars or even 3 bars, so we can do even bigger damage at the end, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so after we defeat this little boss, she drops a green key, and that's what we were looking for. Oops. That's what we were looking for. So we're good. We'll grab it. And now the thing with this here, you would think typically you would turn around and you would go past the boss, but this dungeon's actually a little bit different. You pick up the treasure and you want to actually go the other way. You want to go back that way, but just to show what happens if you go forward, this is the room that I talked about at the very beginning. Okay, this was the entrance, and then we went this way to pick up the first key. But if you had gone this way, there would be okay, and then up here was a staircase. But if you go down this way, there is a door, but it's closed the first time, so you wouldn't have been able to get in here anyway. But that's kind of where the rooms are. Where you actually want to go is back here. There was a locked door here that we saw, and then there's like enemies on this side. But yeah, the ivy door is the one we want to open. Yeah, see, the enemies over here. There's a locked door. There's probably a treasure over here, but I just go straight for the ivy door. And you have to have the green key to unlock that. So now we're looking for the yellow key. Okay, so here, once we go inside, there's like a long staircase. There used to be ads hanging out all over the place, but typically what people would do is they would just jump down here and skip most of the ads. And so I think that's why they removed those ads. And so if you don't want to go the long way around, you can just jump. You can just jump down, which is what I did. Okay, and grab the ads. What's interesting with the NPCs though is, you know, some of them will run down the stairs, or they'll just jump. They'll jump down too. But my Thermaturge, he's like up here somewhere. Because Thermaturge can, you know, do lots of attacks from afar. Where is he? I think I try to find him. There he is. He's all the way up here. He's doing attacks all the like to the monsters while he's all the way up there. Silly Thermaturge. Here's another door. A carnation door. We'll have to find the yellow key in order to open that door. Okay, so I pick up a tiny key. This here, just in case I need to unlock some other doors. Okay, another manor maidservant. So I grabbed that one and I grabbed the next pack. These locked doors on the sides. There's one here and there's here and here. I don't really go in there because I know where the yellow key is and it's on in there. But you can go into them and like loot around and stuff. Okay, dark mist. Dark mist. There was a thing. I used the stun. Alright. Oh, that happens so many times in this dungeon. This dungeon is really good for practicing your stuns and your interrupts. Yeah. Alright, so I passed these dungeons. There are enemies over there. And also potentially loot and potentially keys. But I already have 2 keys, so I'm good. because I'm not going exploring. I'm also doing a bigger pool here. Okay, I'm grabbing all these things. Also gonna grab this maidservant. Why not? It's possible to take everything, the entire room, way back from the skeletons after we jumped off that wooden area. Okay, I used my stun for this. But it's a little difficult with running it with NPCs. But if you're running with other people and the healer's really good, then it's possible. Because the healer would know to run with the tank and then continuously heal. So, yeah. Speed running. Okay, now we make a right, and there's more things we can unlock. What we want is this far locked door. Inside here is the yellow key. Okay, so I take care of these ads first. What we actually did is we went all the way around like a square of rooms to go find this yellow key, and then we're gonna end up kind of at the start. So it's an interesting kind of dungeon maze. Pretty close to the end of Reborn, eh? Well, not the end, but like the middle-ish. End-ish. Moving along. It's nice, nice. Good job. Okay, so now we run up this rubbish. And there's ads over there and a treasure, but, you know, I skipped that. Okay, this carnation door, I pointed it out before. Behind this is that room where we jumped down, where there were stairs, but we just jumped. And what we did is we went out, went over here, you know, attacked some ads, ignored the rooms over here, went over here, attacked a big group of ads, and then went over here, grabbed the yellow key, jumped over some rubbish, and then we came back here. So that's the kind of configuration of things. So skeletons thing, jumped down from here, went here, 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 grabbed the key, and then here, and then back. And then we're gonna fight a boss here. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I was kind of showing that room that we started in. Alright, so here there's these guys. This Manor Steward is going to do a big AoE like the other Manor servants. And so I keep an eye on him and I make sure that I can stun him in time. Here we go, see? I was attacking the Manor Jester, but then I saw this big AoE, so I moved to target the Manor Steward, and then I hit my stun. So I'm gonna stun him, so he can't use his soul drain thing. There, see? I did my stun. And then the AoE went away. And then I go back to the Manor Jester and I continue attacking him. Usually when you run this with people in the duty roulette, they'll put a little like 1 on the Jester to take down the Jester first. My NPCs are attacking the Steward, and so I could have also attacked the Steward, but I was just going with what I am used to, which is attacking the Jester first. Okay, go back to the Steward to get rid of the AoE, then go back to the Jester. If you're targeting the same one at the same time, then having it go down means having one enemy go down first, like, means they do less damage to you, so then the healer doesn't have to heal as much, and then the healer can start doing damage too. So there are priorities to stuff, but it's fine if you don't want to do it. It just takes a little bit longer, and that's okay. I try to stun a few of these blizzards, but they happen so fast. But yeah, so in this situation, my friends were able to get the steward down faster than I could get the jester. There's 3 of them attacking that one, but anyway. Okay, so here, after both of them are done, hanging out, playing with us, they go back to the break room. We see this bloody parchment, so we need to pick that up, and we also can pick up the treasure. And then after that, we're going to interact with this ethereal flow to move on to the next section of the dungeon. Okay, pick up the parchment, grab some treasure, ethereal flow. This is going to teleport us back to the beginning of the dungeon. This is where we started. Okay, we started here, and then we went to the left, and then we did all sorts of stuff, and then we ended up in a room back here, and then you could see the front, but actually it was back there. And then we took the ethereal flow, and now we're back at the front, and now we go up the stairs. And this sealed barrier, we can open it now because we have the bloody parchment. And then here you can go left or right. It doesn't really matter. Back here there are some ads and maybe treasure. I don't recall, but it's not super necessary unless you're a huge completionist. But what we want to do is attack this manor sentry. He's the one that spooked us in the cutscene at the beginning. Okay, get out of the AoE and avoid his gaze, or else you get paralyzed like the lancer. I got excess keys, excess tiny keys, so I could have gone exploring, but I usually don't unless I really need something. Okay, so with that one, you can't destroy him all the way. Like, it's part of the story. So yeah, so he'll escape at some point after you do a certain amount of damage. Hey, don't look if you're easily spooked. Okay, this is a little spooky. Wow. Spooky. Okay, here we go. Purple line, we're doing a boss fight. Lady Amandine. Amandine? Okay. Alright, turn her around. We got this, we got this. Okay, she teleports a lot. Void call. What's gonna happen? She's gonna call a friend. And she kind of screams a lot. Okay, this is the friend. And this guy, he does this like looking thing. So what I do, instead of standing on this side like I normally would, I go on the opposite side. So my back is facing this guy and I can still do damage to her. Does that make sense? So I position myself so I'm not looking at him, but I can still do damage. Because he will petrify you, which means you can't move. Okay, now when he disappears, she does another void call. She's gonna bring another friend out. She's always kind of screaming. Okay, this lady's handmaiden, you can attack her. Okay, now this, they do a lot of really big AoEs here. Dark mist, okay? Look at this. I go back and I try to stun her, this dark mist, like I've been doing all over the dungeon. However, unfortunately, you can't stun her. She's fully resistant this because she's not a regular, you know, servant one. She's the lady, and so you can't actually use stun on her. So you have to run out, or else you get this thing and you get poisoned. It's a whole thing. So I got terror on me. What does terror mean? Look at this. I couldn't do anything. I was so scared I couldn't move. Okay, so I got run out. Right, void call. She brings out another friend. I went over here because I thought it would show up there, but actually it doesn't. It changes up. It went all the way over here. So this is the one where if you're looking at it, it's gonna petrify you. Okay, so that I was watching for that. Beguiling Miss, bruh. Look at this. She teleports and then she seduces us. It's a whole thing, okay? So what happens? She was here, she uses Beguiling Mist, and then she teleport over here. And now all of us are walking towards her. And so the tricky thing about this mechanic, okay, is we're walking towards her and she's standing next to her friend and her friend is about to petrify us. It's a whole thing. So guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna get petrified because we're looking. But they turn fast. I don't turn. So I got petrified. Okay, you see that? Let's go back. Watch my friends and see what they do that I don't do, okay? As soon as the seduction is over, they turn around. Look at this, we turn around. I didn't turn around. And so I was still looking over here and I get petrified. Yeah, so you gotta be a little quick about that. So now I'm just standing there for a while because I'm scared and I'm basically a rock. Okay, it's not too bad. Now I got a tank buster. Okay, so everyone needs to get away from me. And I need to use some mitigation. Okay, that was a lot. Alright, she does void call. She's gonna bring another friend. This guy again, okay? I position myself between both of them so I don't have to look at it. That's okay. That's fine. Nobody look at it. Dark Mist, I learned my lesson. I can't stun this. So I ran out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now attack her. Another void call. She's bringing a friend. Okay, where is it? I'm looking at this corner. Is it over here? Nope, it's over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna get out of this situation now. I knew she was gonna teleport. Okay, this time I'm standing right between them. Okay, so I'm seduced, but I'm already here, and my back is against this thing. I'm not looking. Am I gonna clear it? Yeah, dodge the petrification. Nice. If you didn't, you'd have to just turn around really quick. Okay, that's how you handle that. That was a lot, huh? Yeah, it's the whole thing. Go back in the video to take a look at stuff if that was confusing. There was a lot happening. Wow. I actually had to run this a few times to pick up on some of the new mechanics they added. Because they changed it up recently, you know? All the older dungeons and stuff. Well, I don't know if you know. But anyway. Yeah. Okay. I hope that was enjoyable. And yeah, like a stagger. It was a whole thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the guide. I look forward to making more guides, so you look forward to watching more of my videos. And yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.